Okay, in the last class we have discussed malaria, how it is caused, life cycle of plasmodium. We already discussed, but at least now today I written something most important information about the plasmodium or malaria. At least every student keep these particulars, right? Now see, at least this is important information about malaria or plasmodium. Now, due to this I am enlarging for your convenience, right? Malaria, it is caused by plasmodium. Plasmodium is a genus with 3 species, that is Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum. This is the 3 important species, right? Plasmodium falciparum, especially it causes malignant malaria. It is a very dangerous malaria when compared with other 2, right? Plasmodium falciparum is a serious, it causes serious dangerous malaria when compared with other, right? Now, the plasmodium, it is digenic parasite. Digenic parasite because it requires the 2 hosts for its completion of life cycle. Now, right, primary host is the female Anopheles mosquito, right? Secondary host is the man, right? Now, in man, the plasmodium leaves hepatic cells and RBC, that is target place, right? Next one, the mode of infection by only mosquito bite. That mosquito is also female Anopheles mosquito. Yes, if Culex mosquito, Aedes mosquito is also there, other genera is also there. If other genera can bite, we cannot suffer with malaria. That means the malaria spread by only Anopheles, and among this Anopheles female, right? Now, the infective stage of plasmodium to man is sporozoite, right? It is important, CET or NEET. Now, recently 2020 NEET is conducted, just 10 days back. They asked the same question, what is the infective stage of plasmodium to man? Sporozoite. Else, I keep IMP, important. Right, now come to this. Infective stage of plasmodium to mosquito is gametocytes, right? Now come to the symptoms, right? High recurring fever, chill chali, shivering, vanakadam. This is the 3 important symptoms. Now treatment by a medicine, that medicine is called as chloroquine. Chloroquine is a good medicine for the treatment of malaria. Now this is about the minimum, this is the minimum information according to NCERT, right? But in NCERT also, the detailed life cycle is given in diagram, right? Based on the diagram, I explained everything in the last class. But it is the minimum information, minimum knowledge is required to each and every student. For this, I am enlarging for your convenience to make the notes. This is the right, my online class about the malaria. Now, you see the symptoms, right? High recurring fever. This is the most important. Now I want to explain something about the high recurring fever, right? Just you see, typhoid. Typhoid, most important symptom is a sustained fever. Here, a recurring fever. High fever. High fever means generally 102, 103 Fahrenheit degrees. Here also high fever. But in typhoid, it is a sustained fever. In malaria, a recurring fever. What is the difference between sustained fever and recurring fever? Now, it is a recurring fever. Recurring fever means, right, the fever duration is only 1 hour, 2 hours, and it is occur in regular periodically. That means recurring fever ante a fever 2 గంటలే ఉంటది, just 2 గంటలు 2 hours కానీ 3 hours కానీ ఉంటుంది. కానీ మళ్ళీ 2 days 3 days తర్వాత వస్తుంది. ఇడిసి రావడము. రికరింగ్ ఫీవర్ అంటే జ్వరము కంటిన్యూగా ఉంటే 2 days కంటిన్యూగా ఉంది, 24 hours ఉంది. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎస్ సస్టైన్ ఫీవర్. ద సస్టైన్ ఫీవర్ ఇస్ ద క్యారెక్టర్ ఆఫ్ టైఫాయిడ్. ఇది మలేరియాకు రైట్ కంటిన్యూగా ఉండదు. రైట్ ఒక 3 గంటలు 4 గంటలు ఉంటుంది. తర్వాత ద పర్సన్ బికమ్ నార్మల్, టెంపరేచర్ బికమ్ నార్మల్. మళ్ళీ కరెక్ట్గా 48 hours 48 hours అంటే 2 days తర్వాత మళ్ళీ వస్తారు. అంటే మలేరియాకు సంబంధించిన ఫీవర్, ద డిసీజ్ విచ్ ఈస్ ద ఫీవర్ విచ్ ఈస్ బిలాంగ్స్ టు ద మలేరియా ఈజ్ రికరింగ్ విచ్ ఈస్ కమ్స్ regular interval but not continue. If the fever is continue 24 hours, that is called a sustained fever. It is the character of typhoid. But right, malaria, a recurring fever is the most important. Right, recurring fever to chali, వనకడం షివరింగ్, ఈ 3 క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఉంటే దట్ పర్సన్ సఫరింగ్ విత్ మలేరియా. రైట్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. ద నెక్స్ట్ డిసీజ్ రైట్ నౌ అమీబాయిసిస్. రైట్, గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ టు ఎవరీబడీ. రైట్, ద రిమైనింగ్ 3 parasites. Now Plasmodium causes malaria. Now the next disease amoebiasis, amoebic dysentery. Amoebiasis, amoebic dysentery. It is also protozoan disease. According to syllabus, we have the 2 protozoan diseases: malaria, amoebic dysentery, which is also called as amoebiasis. It is caused by, it means this disease, it caused by Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba is a genus, histolytica is a species. According to binomial nomenclature, the named pathogen of amoebiasis, Entamoeba histolytica. Give the pronunciation very clear and complete. Entamoeba histolytica. Right, now this is the pathogen name, which belongs to the phylum Protozoa, group Protozoa. Right, now from this, it is infected by contaminated food and water. మనం తినే ఫుడ్ వాటర్, ఒకవేళ మనం తినే ఫుడ్ వాటర్ ఎంటమీబా హిస్టోలైటికాతో కంటామినేట్ అయితేనే మనకు వస్తుంది. రైట్, ఇట్ లివ్స్ in the large intestine of man. It is the target place of Entamoeba histolytica in man. Right, now symptoms: abdominal pain, cramps, stools, that means feces, with excess of mucus and blood clots. Generally in healthy person, the feces never containing blood. General. Right, feces means that is the morning when we go to the latrine. That is the waste material of digestive process. Digestion జరిగిన తర్వాత వచ్చే వేస్ట్ యూస్ఫుల్ అంతా బ్లడ్ లోపలికి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది, వేస్ట్ అంతా బయటకు వస్తుంది. ఈ బయటకు వచ్చిన యానస్ ద్వారా బయటకు వచ్చిందే ఫీసస్ అన్నము, స్టూల్. జనరల్గా ఇన్ హెల్తీ పర్సన్ ద ఫీసస్ నెవర్ కంటైనింగ్ బ్లడ్. If the feces containing blood and mucus and with abdominal pain, thoracic abdominal pain, ఈ 3 symptoms ఉంటే that person is suffering with amoebiasis. Now this is the right. Now constipation, just to pronounce it, constipation, that is latent problem. Right, alternate with diarrhea, dysentery. Right, now come to the houseflies act as a mechanical carrier. If I am suffering with, suppose, amoebic dysentery, that means in my body, who is there? Entamoeba histolytica. Where it is there? Large intestine. Right. Sometimes the encysted entamoeba cannot live outside. It lives in large intestine. It is a parasite. It is having suitable conditions. in the larger dose, but not in free soil. But sometimes it is come to the outside along with the feces. When it is come to outside, it is covered by a layer itself. తన చుట్టూ ఒక లేయర్ని ఫామ్ చేసుకుని బయటకు వస్తుంది, అంటే ఒక లేయర్తో కవరింగ్ అయి వస్తుంది. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as encysted entomoeba. Alright, now if I am suffering with amoebiasis, alright, at this time my feces, when you test the feces, test diagnosis feces, that feces containing encysted entomoeba. Encysted entomoeba. Now when housefly, right, sit on the feces, this encysted amoeba is attached to the legs and wings. Such housefly, I can sit our food and vegetables and what. That means, right, housefly is a carrier, mechanical carrier from feces to our food and water. Food and water is contaminated, is a polluted, contaminated with entomoeba. How it is? Right, housefly. Housefly ఎలా వచ్చింది? housefly తీసుకొచ్చే housefly feces మీద కూర్చున్నప్పుడు the feces, housefly eat, live, lay. See, wonderful. ఒక housefly తినేది, ఉండేది, గుడ్లు పెట్టి ఈ మూడు ఫీసెస్లోనే చేస్తుంది. మనిషి యొక్క ఫీకల్ మ్యాటర్. housefly eat feces, lives on feces, lay the eggs on the feces. So this is the relation between housefly and feces. Right, now this is who is the mechanical carrier housefly. Now this is about the amoebiasis or amoebic dysentery. This is about the second. Right, now come to the another disease, ringworm. It is a fungal disease. Fungus to amoeba protozoa నుంచి రాదు. It is not belongs to protozoa, bacteria or virus. It is belongs to a separate group, fungus. Fungus. Now which is ringworm? Generally, right, ringworm. It is the name of disease, name of pathogen. Disease. Generally, మనం పలుకుతుంటే ringworm అంటే ఒక pathogen పేరులాగా అనిపిస్తుంది. It is not pathogen. It is the name of disease. Ringworm. What is? It is the name of disease. It is disease. This disease belongs to which group? Fungal. It is caused by Microsporium is a fungus. Microsporium is a genus of fungus. Another genus, Epidermophyton or another fungus, Trichophyton. Trichophyton is a genus. Epidermophyton is also genus. Microsporium is also genus. Among these three genus, any one genus is responsible to cause the ringworm. These are the three pathogens. The ringworm is the disease. But all these three genera belongs to the fungus. Right? Now, name the fungal disease, ringworm. Ringworm is caused by Trichophyton, Epidermophyton, right? Microsporium. Right? This is the genera. Right? Now come to this. Right? Ringworm. Generally acquired, infected from the soil or by diet. Generally, right, the children below 10 years or below 5 years, they can play in the soil. These three genera lives in soil. Good. That means this disease is more effective to the children than adults. Right? The children who play in the soil, because these three are present in the soil. Right? When generally, right, now contact with contaminated particles and used with it. Now symptoms: dry lessons on the nails and skin, lessons, full. Dry lessons is a symptom of ringworm. Dry lessons are full dry. చీముతో కాదు, డ్రై ఉంటుంది, పుల్లు. ఇవి ఎక్కడ? స్కిన్, నెయిల్స్. దిస్ ఈస్ ద హెడ్ లోపల. రైట్. నౌ దిస్ ఇస్ ది symptoms of ringworm. Now come to the Ascariasis. Ascariasis, filariasis. This is both are belongs to Elephantis parasite. In Elephantis, two phyla is there. You know, Ascariasis, Nematodontis. Sorry, Flatteolontis, Nematodontis. Flatteolontis, Nematodontis is also called as Ascariasis. These two is belongs to the as Nematodontis or Ascariasis. Now come to the Ascariasis is the name of this. It is caused by Ascaris lumbricoides. Due to full pronunciation, full and complete and clear. Ascaris, not Ascariasis. Ascariasis is a disease. Ascaris is a genus. Ascaris lumbricoides is the name of pathogen which is belongs to Elephantis. In Elephantis, which phylum? Ascariasis. Now, which is commonly called as roundworm. Right. Now, come to this. It is infected through contaminated vegetables, fruits, and water. The egg of the parasite comes. Egg of the parasite comes outside by the feces, and housefly is act as a parent. Now, the most infected place in man, that is intestine. Intestine. In man, where it lives, intestine. The parasite who lives in intestine, right? The eggs is come to the outside feces. Now the feces is containing egg. The eggs of the parasite which are deposited in feces is carried by some carrier to our food and water. The food and water is contaminated with eggs. Like this is also housefly is a carrier for this. This is also like what is this? Amoebiasis. Now come to the symptoms. Blockage of intestine. Where it do? Intestine. This is Ascaris. Right. Entamoeba histolytica is also lives in intestine. But it is a single cellular. Amoeba. Protozoa is a unicellular. This is multicellular. Hence, the size of the parasite is large Ascaris than the entamoeba. Right. Just right. Blockage of intestine. The intestine is black. The road is black due to the traffic. Similarly, due to presence of Ascaris lumbricoides, in intestine, Ascaris lumbricoides intestine lo undadam valla food path, food manatino food intestine lo povala black. Why food is black in intestine? Due to presence of Ascaris lumbricoides. That causes pain, abdominal pain. Right. Now, symptoms: blockage of intestinal passage, anemia, abdominal pain. Anemia, yes, loss of brain, loss of hemoglobin, anemia, abdominal pain. Right. Now, this is the symptoms. Once again, Ascariasis is a disease. Pathogen, Ascaris lumbricoides. What is the common name? Roundworm. Right. In man, where it lives, intestine. Now, it is infected through contaminated vegetables, fruits, and water, food and water. The eggs of the parasite comes out along with the feces of the patient. The eggs of parasite which are present in feces is carried to our daily food and water through housefly. Hence, housefly is a mechanical carrier, like amoebic dysentery. Right. Now, come to this. The last one is last parasite. Filariasis, or it is also called as Elephantiasis. Filariasis or Elephantiasis. Good. Yes. It is caused by, due to full pronunciation, begin Eukarya bancrofti, or another species Eukarya malaria, which is called as filarial worm. Right. Ascaris is called as roundworm. Ascaris lumbricoides is called as roundworm. Ascaris lumbricoides is commonly roundworm. Similarly, Eukarya bancrofti, Eukarya malaria is called as common name is filarial worm. Hence, It is called as filariasis. Good. Now, it is digenetic endoparasite like Plasmodium. Plasmodium is a digenetic. The primary host is man, secondary host is primary host is the female Anopheles mosquito. Secondary host is man. Similarly, like Plasmodium, Wuchereria branchofti or Wuchereria malaria, it is also digenetic parasite because this parasite requires two hosts to complete its life cycle. ఒక Wuchereria branchofti తన లైఫ్ సైకిల్ కంప్లీట్ చేసుకోవాలంటే 2 హోస్టులు కావాలి. రైట్. Digenetic. Primary host is man. In the case of Plasmodium, primary host is mosquito. Here, the primary host is man. Secondary host, female Culex mosquito, not Anopheles mosquito. Female Anopheles mosquito is the primary host for Plasmodium. Female Culex mosquito is the secondary host for Wuchereria branchofti. Right. In man, it means Wuchereria branchofti. It lives in man. Lymph vessels. What is the lymph? Right. It is the somewhat time-taken process. Right. I can say later in offline class, in presence of you. Right. It is most important. But just listen. Right. How the blood passes through blood vessels, that is arteries, veins. The lymph is also passes lymph vessels. Right. The lymph vessels is present inside the body. Good. But now, lymph vessels are present inside the body. But Wuchereria branchofti, in man where it lives? Lymph vessels. But the lymph vessels, especially in hind limbs. The forelimbs is also having the lymph vessels. This face, that is a cheek. This face is also containing lymph vessels. This lymph vessels is present inside the body. But the lymph vessels which are present in legs is most favorable place for Wuchereria. In addition to this, genital organ. In males, scrotum. In females, mammary glands. Once again, very important. Right. Wuchereria lives where in man. Wuchereria lives where in the man. Lymph vessels. But the lymph vessels is present inside the body. All lymph vessels is not affected. The lymph vessels of legs, that is hind limbs. Forelimbs and hind limbs. The forelimbs generally not affected, even though forelimbs is containing lymph vessels. Right? Now what is this hind limbs? This hind limbs is having lymph vessels. The lymph vessels of hind limbs and lymph vessels of genital organs. Genital organ in females, breast, that is mammary gland. In females, scrotum. Testis is present in scrotum. That means, now, name the affected organs. Scrotum, legs. In male. In female, mammary glands, legs. That means the legs is common. Either male or female, man. But in females, in addition to the legs and mammary glands. In males, in addition to the legs, mammary gland. But in males, in addition to the legs, scrotum. Right. In the scrotum, in the legs, where lymph vessels. This leg is containing muscles, bone, connective tissue, blood vessels, lymph vessels. Internal anatomy. The leg is internally containing many structures. But in the leg, lymph vessels. That means primary place is lymph vessel. ఆ lymph vessel ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది? ఎక్కడ ఉన్న lymph vessel లో ఉంటుంది? Lymph vessels బాడీ మొత్తంలో ఉన్నాయి. కానీ బాడీ మొత్తంలో ఉన్న lymph vessels లో ఉండదు. మళ్ళీ ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది? Right. Hind limbs and genital organ. Due to presence of Wuchereria in lymph vessels. Keep the mind. Now come to the right. I am coming to the subject. Now, this is the lymph vessels. Now this is the, suppose, see. This is the leg. Our leg. Now this is the lymph vessel. Now it is a Wuchereria. Parasite pathogen. It lives. Right. It lives in lymph vessels and become adult. Right. The sexual reproduction will occur between the male and female Wuchereria. Like this, their population is increases. Right. Due to population increasing, the lymph, the flow, the circulation of lymph will be stagnant. That means the presence of pathogen causes obstruction for the circulation. The lymph can stagnate. Hence, the lymph vessels slowly become bulged. Due to bulging, the legs become elephant legs. Right. Lymph vessels lo undadam valla lymph circulation jaragadu. Lymph circulation jaragకపోవడం ఏమంటే ఇది అడ్డు. ఎవరు parasite. Name the parasite. Wuchereria. Wuchereria lymph vessels లో ఉండడం వల్ల సర్క్యులేషన్ క్లియర్ గా సర్క్యులేట్ కాదు. కనుక ఇక్కడికి వచ్చిన లింఫ్ వెసల్ అక్కడే ఉండిపోయి లింఫ్ వెసల్స్ ఉబ్బుతుంది, ఊస్తుంది, బయలుదేరి కనుక కాలు కూడా ఉబ్బుతుంది. కనుక రైట్, ఈ వ్యాధి వచ్చిన వ్యక్తి యొక్క కాలు ఎలిఫెంట్ లెగ్స్ లాగా, కనుక దీనిని ఎలిఫెంటియాసిస్ రైట్. ఫైలేరియాసిస్ based on common name, Filariasis, based on symptom. Right. The patient who are suffering with Wuchereria, his legs like elephant legs. Hence it is called as Elephantiasis. Right. It is a dysentery parasite. Primary host is man, secondary host is female Anomalous mosquito. How it is infected? Through mosquito bite, but not contaminated, but not direct contact. Mosquito bite. Now with this, 8 diseases are completed. Among these 8 diseases, name the 2 diseases which are spread or which are inspected through mosquito bite. Mosquito bite. I am not saying particular mosquito. Right? You think either Anomalous or Culex. I am not saying particular mosquito. Name the 2 diseases. Name the 2 diseases which are spread from one person to the other person through mosquito bite. Malaria and is also that is Filariasis. This is the 2 important diseases. Right? Now you perfect with all 80 diseases. Right? Name of disease, name of pathogen, mode of infection, symptoms. It is must be perfect. Targets. Right? Now with this 8 diseases are completed. Now tomorrow I can start immunity. It is very interesting, immunity and important. Somewhat it is difficult to understand, but right, when you concentrated fully on the topic, it becomes easy. Right? As without concentration, you cannot understand any easy topic also. Due to this, you must pay full 100% concentration on immunity as class. Thank you.